Whatever should series here. Now, one of those intriguing horror producers of all time is, of course, Jason Blum. I mean, this is a guy who could make pretty much take like bus fares and pretty much like he pretty much makes his movies from bus fares. He makes his movies very cheap. Of course, whether you talk about like the Conjuring films, whether you talk about Insidious and on Halloween, I mean, not everything he turns to go. Like, I'm not a fan of this sinister movies. Well, there has been talks back in 2018 about the possibility of a Sinister and Insidious crossover. Uh, In a recent interview with Cinepop, Blumhouse founder Jason Blum finally shared an update on the Insidious and Sinister crossover movie, which was first teased back in 2018. As of now, though, horror fans shouldn't hold their breath here. Here's what he ended up saying. I think it would be fun, but we need to find the right story, Blum said. We developed it for a while. Like you said, you're right. We developed it for a while, but we could never think of a big movie, and I didn't want to do one movie just to combine the two franchises. I wanted to make a movie that felt really good. We never had a great idea, but I'm up for it. Blumhouse hasn't made any announcement about the future of Insidious film franchise. Meanwhile, the company, of course, has Insidious the Red Door coming out next month, and of course, they have the spin off Dread and Insidious Tale, so there's that too. Uh, to be honest, I don't think this should happen. I mean, for one, I think the first three Insidious movies I enjoy, but the last one that had Lin Shay in it, which I love Lin Shay, but that movie was garbage. I'm hoping Red Door is great because the trailers have looked decent, but we'll see what happens there. And Sinister, I'm sorry, I know Sinister actually has his fans. I'm not one of them. Those are my least favorite Blumhouse films. I mean, we've had seen horror like pretty much crossover before. Obviously, whether you talk about Alien versus Predator, whether you're talking about Freddy versus Jason. Uh, Believe it or not, there was also a Ring and Grudge crossover, but I think a Japan version. There's that, of course. I don't know how you do this, but hey, maybe it could work. But I just don't know how you do some sort of like what would be the premise of it? Like the two ghosts, come forward. I don't even know how you could do that. But hey, if anyone could think of it, it could be Jason Blum. But yeah, I mean, of course, his after Sidious, he does have Five Nights at Freddy coming out, which I'm excited for too. So he has some better projects in the works. So we'll see if this actually does go off the ground. But anyway, and of course, of course, the first Sinister came out back in 2012. I'd like to say. Then the second one came out back in. When did the second one came back in? Sinister 2, 2015. It's been quite some time since the last Sinister, and are people even clamoring for more Sinister? I don't know. And frankly, Sinister 2 was worse than the first. But anyway, let me let you guys. Would you be down to see an Insidious and Sinister crossover? Do you think it could possibly happen? What direction do you think they should go with that? And are you even a fan of either Insidious or Sinister? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Sammy Sign.